We start tonight in Rockford, where the city's west side is the center of a seismic shift. Mercyhealth announcing earlier today that they will be closing the Javon Bea Hospital on Rockton Avenue until further notice. Now, we caught up with worried residents as they grapple with a massive healthcare question.
My husband is not in good health, so it will impact us.
Residents on Rockford's west side are voicing their concerns after the announcement that Mercyhealth is closing their hospital on Rockton Avenue. What was once a bustling property just 5 years ago has quickly turned into empty parking lots and missing signage. Now, one of the very first things you'll notice when you walk into the property here is that all of the signage on the hospital side of the property has been completely stripped off, which is a very different look than what we saw just a few months ago. Items seen being removed from the property Monday before Mercyhealth confirmed the news with 13WREX. Their vice president said in part, quote, "Mercyhealth has filed with the state for temporary suspension of services in the main hospital building. We will still maintain many clinical and administrative services on that campus. Mercyhealth understands the value of the Rockton Avenue campus location and recognizes the importance of keeping services for our community. We are actively looking for a developer that will utilize the hospital building for the benefit of the community," end quote. These doors right here behind me officially locked starting Tuesday morning of this week. 0 employees working inside, and something to take note of, even their website doesn't list this location as having a hospital. Sitting right along Rockton Avenue, it's the only hospital on the west side of the river in Rockford. Dorothea Barger, who wished to remain off camera, has lived on the west side for nearly 50 years. She says Javon Bea has broken his promise.
We're upset because, like I said, he broke his promise. Things keep moving out of this side of town, moving over to the other side of town, and now we have no health care over here in case there is emergency. And
she says along with other places like grocery stores, the hospital has only dwindled.
There are some areas that have some problems, and people need to go to the emergency rooms right away. There is no health care on this side of town. Everything's on the east side of town. And the people on this side of town are just being forgotten.
Mercyhealth is only closing its hospital, not the clinics on the left side of the campus. Barger says it's only a moment of time before those doctors who have private practices move out as well.
Those doctors and nurses are starting to move out of there because the hospital's gone. So they have to drive all the way across town to see other patients that are in the hospital.
The closest emergency room is about a 20-minute drive from the Rockton campus. Sylvia moved by the hospital 7 years ago. She lived here when they downgraded the emergency room in 2021 and says things are even worse now.
When I first moved, there were times where I actually went to the hospital for pain, visited the emergency room for a gallbladder issue, and actually had surgery at the hospital for my gallbladder.
Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara has been very vocal on healthcare on the west side for the last several years. After learning the news, he says, quote, "As I've expressed over the past several years, I remain deeply disappointed that Mercy has gradually moved the vast majority of its services away from the west side of our community to its far east side campus. This shift has disproportionately impacted our most vulnerable residents, who now face greater barriers to accessing essential care. That said, with the direction clearly set, my focus has turned to ensuring that the West Side facility does not become a long-term vacant property. Until a developer is found or Mercyhealth decides to go back on their decision, it will continue to be a vacant lot."
If any emergency with my kids, my little guy, or myself, my husband, that would be the first place that we would go, and it's definitely a bummer.
Mercyhealth says the doors will officially close tomorrow at 6 a.m. They confirm no employees are being laid off, just relocated. Tonight, there's no word on if or when that hospital will reopen. Now, this announcement has led to backlash coming out of Washington. Congressman Eric Sorensen says he's worried about the effect this closure will bring. He told us in part, quote, "This facility has long been a critical part of Rockford's health care services, and its absence will be felt by patients, families, and healthcare workers. Every family in Northern Illinois deserves reliable local access to quality health care."